Hi, my name is Mandy Jackson-Beverly, and some of you may know me as an author. I'm also a public speaker, a teacher, a bibliophile, an artist. But one of the things that you don't know about me is that I homeschooled both of my sons for about 6 or 7 years. And with the current state of the world, I thought I'd pitch in and just give you some tips because for many of you now, you have your children home with you. It can be extremely overwhelming at first, but I do want to say that it gets better. The best information I can give you and the best advice is to get immediately into a routine, because the longer you delay that, the harder it is for the children to actually accept that they need to do their schoolwork at home. Now, for many of you, especially the older kids, will probably have online programs, and there are some fantastic independent study programs out there available online. But I'm going to help you with some things that I found really useful while I was homeschooling. So both of my sons are a lot older now. One's graduated UCLA Law, and the other one has graduated University of Kent Master's Program as a creative writer. So here we go. First of all, get that routine going. What I did first thing in the morning, had breakfast, cleaned teeth, got organized. We started school at 8 o'clock. We worked only until about midday, but we did have a little break, got some fresh air or whatever they wanted to do in between there. But the good thing was, those days we used to be able to go to museums or whatever for field trips straight after that, or go for hikes. What we can do though now, which is fantastic, with everything being closed as it is worldwide pretty much, a lot of the museums are opening up online websites so that you can actually go tour these museums online. You can do a search on those. If anybody has them, maybe you can put in the comments below so you can forward them on to each other. You can go to museums, art museums, see historical collections. You can even see opera online. Share your kids any form of music. I think it's really important that kids have a varied education when it comes to music and to the arts, to stories. All of that is wonderful. But I'm going to share with you a couple of books that I've kept the collections of them because they were favorites of my kids and they were favorites of my husband and mine to read to them too. And this is more for elementary kids. I started reading these to my children when they were 2. So it's never too young to start. So here we go. These are by Chicago Children's Press, I think it is, yeah. They're a collection of books about artists. They have some other ones that I'm going to show you too, but they have funny stories in them. They absolutely introduced my children to art. The stories are funny, they're simple, and they've got some cartoons in them. So they're good for all kids. I love them. And you can, read these to your kids and then go look at some of those paintings in the museum websites, or look in books, see what you can find. But they're great. I absolutely recommend them. The next group is almost the same as that, but they are about musicians. The good thing about this is you can read these books, go online and listen to the music of each musician. And you will get children interested into different sounds of instruments. They can learn about different instruments in the orchestra. This is a fabulous time to enjoy your children. Yes, it's going to take about a month, like I said, to get organized and for everybody to get into a routine. And the quicker you get into that routine, the easier it will be. You will have bad days, worse days, and absolutely fantastic days. But it just takes a while. Now, for older children, I suggest getting some books like these. They are, the stories, the lives of the same artists that they would have read about when in the simple books, the ones for kids. But they're a little bit more detailed. They also have the artwork in them. And then this book is a great one too for anybody teaching about Mozart or just different musicians. I found that project-based learning works best for me, and it worked best for my kids because I do believe all children learn differently. So if they happen to have, and they're interested in different things, and the thing I like about project-based learning is you're able to do it at home. If one child is interested in geography and another one is interested in history and art, whatever, you can bring that all together. And one of the things you could do is, okay, well, use a timeline. Go through history, pick a timeline, and look at everything that was happening around Earth at that particular time. So if you choose, well, of course, I love Renaissance Italy, but you could look at the music, you could look at the writing coming out then, the costumes, what was going on as far as the geographical timeline, and what food they were eating. Heck, you could even cook lunch, like they were gathering the foods that they were using then. And we're kind of restricted in that area too. And I think that's a great lesson to teach children, to be incredibly grateful for what we all have right now, for our families, for each other, and for food on the table, and hopefully shelter. So that's a little bit of what I was going to talk about today. I hope it helps. If you have questions, drop them in the comments below. You can also DM me, or you can email me at mandy@cricketpublishing.org. mandy@cricketpublishing.org. I have two websites. It's mandyjacksonbeverly.com, and there's also the storyhound.com. So you can find me. I am more than willing to help you get through this. If you're having a bad day, let me know and I'll help you get through it. We all need a shoulder to cry on. But anyway, I hope this helps. Enjoy that wonderful road of education with your children. Take care. And I'm going to say one thing. Stay home, stay well, and stay kind. Thank you. Bye.